Hi, this is Carol Eve. I took a challenge on doing a signature for two ladies, one for my hometown Bristol, the other one for Vintage Beach and Vintage Bristol. So obviously I'm not going to be stitching it together because it's just a signature that I'll be sending her. And I really hope she likes it. So I'm just going to do a little page through. So that's a map of some of the streets in Bristol. And then this is the harbour side with a little explanation about Bristol. A little bit of an advert. And then there's a pocket with a little journal card, which is also the harbour view. A tag and a little bit of a journaling page there. That is just vintage paper of a birth of a little baby, but again in Bristol. And then this I got out of a magazine, Sacred Bristol, so there's a whole lot of the churches that one can visit, and city centre and harbour side map. Then I just did a belly band with two strips here, and in there I've got a vintage customs allowance for UK residents. That's another two places in the UK. It's just a little map card in an envelope, which I have done with Vintage Photo. And then there again is a little story on the harbour, and that is the Brunel SS Great Britain ship. I did a little tuck spot out of this photo card, and then that is the Tower of London, and there's a little wording about the hot air balloons over there. Again, this is a copy of an old 1923 page of a insurance company, but again in Bristol. This is a little envelope. Can't even remember what's in here. Oh yeah. Again, that is the Brunel ship, two ration tickets and a vintage ticket, and a little bit of an advert thing that I picked up out of one of the pamphlets from the information centre. I actually went to the information centre and actually did a little bit of a ride around on the harbour side and that, just to get some inspiration for this journal. Here we have another little bit of information on Blaise Castle, which is nearby. That's in the city centre of Bristol, with a little bit of an explanation, tuck spot. And the reason I've done blue is because Bristol is known for blue. London is red, Bristol is blue. And then that's another little tuck spot with some original, very glossy, photos of Gloucester, which is pretty much next door to, it's part of Bristol as far as I know, but if not, it's pretty near. I'm new to Bristol myself, so I don't really have a lot of the history. And then this is a torn envelope, which I did a little tuck spot with journaling spots. Again, another map. That's sort of a vintage look of Bristol, again over the harbour, very well known for the hot air balloons. It says here, Bristol was voted the best city to live in 2017. And then this is what they call a letter card or a photo card. I can't remember what there we go, letter card. And this is the Glastonbury, which is also down our side here, just outside Bristol itself. And that's vintage photographs. And you can see it's quite tattered, it's quite vintage. And then I did a little bead on the paper clip. Murphy's Law, isn't it? Won't go back on. There we go. That's the other side of the page on that side. This apparently is what Bristol looked like originally. I thought that was rather interesting. And then I folded it over, covered this side, a little bit of lace, because the lady said she likes a little bit of lace, not too much, and I thought the blue was appropriate again for Bristol. And again, just a piece of map, which I tea dyed. This is an envelope from the Tourist Information Bureau, which I tea stained. And then I've got fairly modern postcards in here. But again, I know she likes collecting postcards. And this is all on Bristol. So that's why I haven't used them as ephemera. I'll just pop them in the packet for her to choose what to do with them. So that goes in there. So that's that side. And this side, we've got the other side of the packet. And then I did a Franken page on the side, which I thought came out rather nicely. And then that's the other side of the Franken page. And then that's the Bristol Insurance Company page. And then this is a little bit of information on our once a year balloon festival, which takes place now. In fact, the weather's not so great, so this year was not spectacular, but they did take off part of the time, but not the whole weekend. And the original town of Bristol was listed in the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle of 1051, so quite a bit of history here apparently. Another map. That's a picture. I actually cannot remember where that's from, but it's in Bristol. I just can't remember where. And then that one I just did some crazy stitching on. This is a packet that I cut open. And then that one is High or Afternoon Tea, which is British, English, which I'm not. And then that is Weston-super-Mare, which is a beach nearby. And as you can see, the way the ladies are dressed, that's quite old. What have we got here? I did a little bit of a Franken tuck here by just collating a whole lot of things together. And again, I've created a postcard with 2 places in Bristol. And then this side is another tuck with, again, more postcard that I made with the information of where it's at. That's the other side of, and that's the other side of the ship. Again, a little bit of a, not Franken because it's not stitched, but that sort of idea. And then that's actually a photo of me when I was a little girl. Because of who it's going to, my art friend, I thought that would be a nice touch to add that. Another tuck spot with another postcard, some more map. That's the other side of that little birth information. And then here's a belly band, and then in here, it's an old recipe book that I found with a lot of English styled pictures. And on the back are the recipes. So I thought I would add that as something of interest. Let's go this way. There we go. I think once the book's put together it might work a little bit better because as you can see the folder's all wrong here. And then this I've left blue for either for her to add journaling or whatever, but the reason for this and this little blue bead is the description here about Bristol blue glass, which we are also known for. Just a few thingies on the other side of the advert. So I'm really hoping she's going to like that. Thank you for watching. Bye.